Hi, my name is Megan Griffith, co-author of the Recovering from Mental Illness blog here on Healthy Place, and today I want to talk about healthy sleep in recovery and how to know whether or not you are getting it. One of the biggest symptoms of a lot of different mental illnesses is sleeping way too much or not getting nearly enough sleep. And sometimes it can be hard to tell if you're using sleep or a lack thereof as a way to cope with your mental illness or if you're using it as a way to avoid your mental illness. So in this video, I just want to talk about a couple of good signs and some red flags about healthy sleep in recovery. So for me personally, one of the biggest good signs that I'm getting healthy sleep is that I feel at least somewhat more energized after sleeping, whether that's a nap or at night or whenever. I'm not always going to feel great. If I'm taking a depression nap, when I wake up, I'm still going to be depressed. But I will wake up with just a little bit more ability to actually do things. And so that's a really big good sign for me. That's a sign that, okay, I needed that nap. It might be 2 p.m., it might be my third nap of the day, but apparently I needed that sleep. It's important to remember that having a mental illness is in and of itself exhausting. You're constantly fighting your brain. You're constantly working. Your brain is doing so much mental effort just to exist. And it's okay if that makes you tired. So you can tell that the naps you're taking or the sleep you're getting is healthy if you get at least some energy and feel maybe a little bit better after. Another good sign that I'm getting healthy sleep in my recovery is that I'm getting sleep at all. So if you have insomnia and you don't sleep at night, but you don't want to take naps during the day because then you probably won't sleep at night again, but even when you don't take naps, you're still not sleeping at night, then what you're doing is you're just not getting any sleep, and that's a problem. So a good sign for healthy sleep is that you are, in fact, getting some sleep. So if you have insomnia and you know that not napping during the day doesn't help because the insomnia isn't based on your energy levels or your need for sleep. It's based a lot more on what's going on in your brain, which happens a lot with people with anxiety or delusions or hallucinations. Those tend to act up at night. Don't feel bad about taking naps if you need to take naps. It is so much better to get some sleep than to get no sleep, especially with mental illness. Okay, so now let's talk about the red flags. I really just have one main red flag. You are probably not getting healthy sleep if you are forcing yourself to sleep even when you aren't tired and you don't want to, especially during the day. So this happens for me a lot if I am feeling depressed and I don't know what else to do with my time and I have no energy and I'm apathetic about everything and I don't care and I don't want to think about the fact that I don't care, and so I just rather be asleep. Or I just don't want to be conscious anymore, and sleep is a safe way for me to do that. So if sleep is keeping you safe, it's obviously the healthiest option. But if you find yourself doing this all the time and you're just sort of avoiding your life, that can get really, really depressing, and it can add to your depression instead of making it better. I know it relieves that feeling in the moment of not knowing what to do with your life because it feels pointless. But in the long run, you're going to look back on several weeks where all you did was nap and you didn't even want to nap, and it makes you feel worse about everything. So if you notice this happening, I really encourage reaching out to other people who aren't depressed. Because if you reach out to other people who are depressed, you may just enable each other and both go take naps that you don't actually want to take. I love reaching out to my husband because he is a very mellow, sort of introverted kind of person, and he reminds me that I don't have to do huge important things and I don't have to see 80 million people to officially do something. He can be like, hey, why don't you read a book? That counts as doing something. And I'm like, no, I can't focus on a book right now. That's too slow. That's not enough stimulation, but also too much stimulation. And he'll be like, okay, why don't you just take a shower? Even taking a shower is doing something, and it's taking care of your body, which is really important when you have mental illness, and sometimes that's just hard to do. So those are my tips for trying to tell the difference between healthy sleep and not so healthy sleep in recovery, and hopefully they could be helpful. Let me know in the comments how you tell if the kind of sleep you're getting is healthy or not, and how you use sleep to deal with your mental illness if you do. Thanks. Bye.